Welcome to Parkland Challenge 2018. Today's the day we finally get to hand out our big trophy here. We are down to our final four: Prairie Central, Blue Ridge, Champaign Centennial, and Mahomet. Our first game is between Prairie Central and Blue Ridge, so let's meet the teams and we'll get started.
Zach Hale, Jr. Parker Otto, Blue Ridge, Senior.
Tyler Maxwell, Blue Ridge, Junior.
Luke Nichols, Blue Ridge, Junior.
Josephine Aldrich, Blue Ridge, Sophomore.
Zach Droz, Blue Ridge, Sophomore.
Danny Wells, Senior. Travis Mueller, Senior.
Kyle Steininger, Senior.
Becca Elbert, Senior.
Trenton Nicholas, Freshman.
Carson Bounds, Sophomore.
Okay, what cartoon best friends are on the Water Buffalo Lodge bowling team? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Fred Flintstone and Barney Rebel.
That is correct. What were the last names of the two astronomers who surveyed the Pennsylvania-Maryland Pennsylvania-Maryland boundaries? Blue Ridge, Parker.
L'Enfant and Banneker.
No. You guys can look for it.
Mason and Dixon.
Mason and Dixon is correct. Which Irish author wrote the avant-garde comic fiction Finnegan's Wake? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Joyce.
James Joyce is correct. The men's magazine GQ was formerly known by what longer name? It was called Gentleman's Quarterly. The Untouchables, a movie from 1987, was the story of what noted federal crime? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Elliot Ness.
Elliot Ness, yes, played by Kevin Costner. Which tennis player has won the most men's Grand Slam titles? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Roger Federer.
Federer is correct. He's won 20 of those.
Okay.
What is originally a Czech dance and a genre of dance music familiar throughout Europe and the Americas? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Polka.
Polka is correct. What Broadway musical broke the record for Tony nominations in 2016? Prairie Central, Becca.
Hamilton.
Hamilton, yes, 16 nominations. Who wrote Robinson Crusoe? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Defoe.
Defoe is correct. Where is The Hague? It is in the Netherlands.
Okay.
Awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2013. What is the full name of the group also known by the acronym OPCW? That's the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. San Francisco is noted for its cable cars, but what deep south city has the oldest continually operating streetcars in the country? Blue Ridge, Parker.
San Antonio.
Not San Antonio. Yes,
Good guess. I don't know. These ones are tough.
Richmond, Virginia.
No, New Orleans. They've
New Orleans.
been operating since 1835. This anonymous British graffiti artist directed the 2010 film Exit Through the Gift Shop. Blue Ridge, Parker.
David Fincher.
Not David Fincher. No, this could be fun.
These are hard.
Smith.
No, Banksy. What optical aids were nearsighted model Grace Robin the first to show off in 1930? What optical aids? Blue Ridge, Luke.
Bifocals.
Not bifocals. You guys can prefer?
Trifocal.
No, contact lenses. Into what body of water did the Exxon Valdez run aground, spilling its contents? Prairie Central, Kyle.
Gulf of Mexico.
Not Gulf of Mexico. You guys prefer?
The Atlantic Ocean.
No, Prince William Sound. What tropical disease were mental patients intentionally infected with in the early 1900s as a treatment for insanity? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Yellow fever.
Not yellow fever. You guys can prefer?
These are tough. It's okay. Just keep them.
Any answer?
Scurvy.
Malaria. This T word is a fabric woven as to have a surface of diagonal parallel ridges. Twill. Twill is what we're looking for. How many of every 10 victims infected by the Ebola virus will die in 2 days? Blue Ridge, Parker.
2.
Not 2. You guys prefer?
4.
No, it's 9. What was essentially started in July 1862 during the American Civil War when President Abraham Lincoln and Congress passed a law because they needed money for that war? Blue Ridge Parker.
Income tax.
Yes. What Native American language was used as a code during the American Prairie Central Dam?
Navajo.
Navajo is correct, during World War II. The Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded annually to the most outstanding player in which college sport? Prairie Central Dam.
Football.
Football is correct. Which phrase describes the feeling of fatigue that comes from traveling through several time zones? Prairie Central Beckett.
Jet lag.
Jet lag is correct. What type of engines power jet airplanes? Prairie Central Travis.
Turbines.
Turbines is correct. What world famous part of New Orleans culture first began in 1857? Blue Ridge Parker.
Jazz.
Not jazz. You guys any further?
Mardi Gras.
Be more specific.
Mardi Gras Parade.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. Correct. Correct. Yes. Which side is starboard? Blue Ridge Parker.
Right side.
The right side is correct. Jimmy Carter was the first U.S. president born in what? In a what? Blue Ridge Parker.
In a hospital.
In a hospital is correct, yes. Under which president did all these cabinet members serve? Albright, Reno, Shalala, and Babbitt. Blue Ridge Parker.
FDR.
Not FDR. You guys need third? Did you answer?
Nixon.
Nope, they were all under Clinton. They were all under Clinton. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Blue Ridge.
This video question is brought to you by the Parkland College Library. Name the poet. I dwell in possibility, a fairer house than prose, more numerous of windows, superior for doors.
It sounds like Shakespeare, but it could be wrong. All right, that's what we'll go with.
Our answer is Emily Dickinson.
This comes from the poem I Dwell in Possibility. It is from American poet Emily Dickinson.
Okay, good job on the video question. How many players are allowed on an NFL roster? Prairie Central Dam.
53.
53 is correct. Who played lead guitar for the British rock band Queen? Blue Ridge Parker.
Brian May.
Brian May is correct. Who founded Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, in 1682? Blue Ridge Parker.
The Quakers.
No, not the Quakers. You guys-
William Penn.
William Penn is correct. What was the name of the plane that dropped the atomic bomb? Blue Ridge Parker.
Enola Gay.
Enola Gay, yes, on Hiroshima. If a bride is carried over a wooden strip directly beneath an exterior door, what has the husband stepped over? Prairie Central Travis.
Threshold.
Threshold is correct. Montgomery Street, the Wall Street of the West, is in what California metropolis? Blue Ridge Parker.
Los Angeles.
Not Los Angeles.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is correct. Which man led the 54th Massachusetts? The first Prairie Central cop.
Robert Gould Shaw.
Robert Gould Shaw, yes. What carnival food is named after a large animal's hearing? Blue Ridge, Tyler.
Elephant ear.
Elephant ear, yes. Hearing mechanism. What is the sale of a security that is not owned by the seller or that the seller has borrowed? Blue Ridge Parker.
An asset.
Not an asset. Yes, confirm.
No answer.
It's called selling short. Short selling. What E word is the painless killing of a patient suffering from incurable Blue Ridge Parker?
Euthanasia.
Euthanasia is correct. Quasimodo is the protagonist of this Blue Ridge Parker.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, yes, by Victor Hugo. In what year did Canada become a country? Blue Ridge Parker.
1852.
Not 1852. Yes, can you confirm?
1854.
1867. 1867. Despite its name, Mount Washington is not actually the highest point in the Northeast and is located in which state? Blue Ridge Parker.
Alaska.
Not Alaska, no.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire is correct, yes. If you've gotten a paycheck, you know that FICA takes out some money. What does FICA stand for? FICA. That is the Federal Insurance Contribution Act. What color are the custom-made leather loafers Pope Benedict the 16th liked to wear? Blue Ridge Parker.
Blue.
Not blue.
Yellow.
Nope, they were red. How many bee trips from flower to hive does it take to make a pound of honey? Blue Ridge Parker.
100.
Not 100. Just confirm.
1,000.
Nope, 40,000. 40,000. Which president created the Drug Enforcement Administration in 1970? Prairie Central Cow.
Nixon.
Nixon is correct. Who is the author of Mere Christianity and the Screwtape Letters, along with a series of allegorical fantasy novels? Blue Ridge Parker.
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis is the right answer. Rubies and sapphires are both made of what rock-forming mineral? Blue Ridge Parker.
Quartz.
Not quartz. You guys confirm? Okay.
No answer.
Okay. Corundum. Corundum is what they're made of. Pennsylvania's land between the mountains is what popular resort area? Parker?
Martha's Vineyard.
Not Martha's Vineyard. You just confirm? Any answers?
No answer.
It's the Poconos. Poconos. He wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's and In Cold Blood. Blue Ridge Parker.
Truman Capote.
Truman Capote is correct. How many of the average adult's 32 permanent teeth are molars? Blue Ridge Parker.
4.
Not 4.
8.
12. 12. Charlotte, North Carolina has a highway name for which famous preacher? Prairie Central Cop.
Billy Graham.
Billy Graham is correct. What name is given to New England's 40-foot granite likeness of a man's face formed by nature? Blue Ridge Parker.
Plymouth Rock.
Not Plymouth Rock. Yes, prefer.
No answer.
It's called the Old Man in the Mountains, and sometimes called the Great Stone Face. Okay, that's the end of our first round. We'll tally up our score and be back with the lightning round right after this.
I recommend taking a dual credit class while you're still in high school because it counts for both high school and college credit. It's a great experience.
Okay, our first game is going great so far. Prairie Central 150, Blue Ridge 180. Let's get to our lightning round. What inland state has the longest shoreline? Prairie Central, Travis.
Georgia.
Not Georgia, no, it's Michigan. In the Star Wars universe, who is Luke Skywalker's mother? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Padme Amidala.
Yes. Wellington is the capital city of which island nation? Wellington. Blue Ridge, Parker.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is correct. What was Tom Cruise's nickname in the 1986 movie Top Gun? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Maverick.
Maverick is correct. Name a major pinball game manufacturer. Could have been Stern, Bally, or Williams. Which Stephen King novel is set at the Overlook Hotel? Blue Ridge, Parker.
The Shining.
Shining is correct. Who's the first man in space? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Yuri Gagarin.
Yes. Where in the world does the United Nations have its headquarters? Blue Ridge, Parker.
New York City, New York.
New York is correct. What is the main ingredient of polenta? It's corn flour. Corn flour. In our solar system, which two planets are known as ice giants? Prairie Central, Danny.
Uranus and Neptune.
Yes. Sri Lanka is surrounded by which ocean? Blue Ridge, Parker.
The Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean is correct. What was Paul Revere's profession? Prairie Central, Kyle.
Silversmith.
Silversmith. Good job. In which city is the USA Today paper published? Which city is the USA Today newspaper published? It's published in Arlington, Virginia. Which state has the country music standard has this country music standard as a state song? Blue Ridge, Parker.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yes. It's always the Tennessee Waltz. When referring to a computer's monitor, what does the acronym LCD stand for? It stands for Liquid Crystal Display. A puggle is a cross between which two dog breeds? Blue Ridge Parker.
Pug and a Beagle.
Pug and a Beagle is correct. Foghorn Leghorn, Pepe Le Pew, Daffy Duck, and Prairie Central Cow.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes are all associated with well. What writer created characters such as Samuel Pickwick, Nicholas Nickleby, Prairie Central Beckham?
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens is correct. What was the German general and military theorist popularly known as the Desert Fox? Blue Ridge Parker.
Erwin Rommel.
Rommel, yes, that's correct. Xenophobia is the fear of what kind of animal? Prairie Central Beckham.
Dog.
Dog is correct. What word for indigenous people comes from the Latin phrase meaning from the beginning? It's Aborigine. Okay, that was a really good lightning round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with our final round right after this.
Taking dual credit in high school pays off when you don't have to take an extra class in college.
I love the challenge. I feel great about getting college credit in high school.
Welcome back. Blue Ridge built up a bit of a lead in the lightning round, 280 to Prairie Central's 190. Still plenty of time to catch up. Let's finish up our game. How do chimpanzees greet one another? Is it by shaking hands, stomping on the ground, or rubbing their noses together? Blue Ridge Parker.
Stomping on the ground.
Not stomping on the ground. You guys can score?
Rubbing their noses together.
No, they shake hands. This scientist is famous for producing the X-ray diffraction images of DNA that led to the discovery of its double helix structure. Blue Ridge Parker.
Watson and Crick.
Not Watson and Crick. You guys can confer? Rosalind Franklin. What author wrote the following works? The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Blue Ridge Parker.
L. Frank Baum.
L. Frank Baum is correct. A wireless technology standard for exchanging data over short distances using a short wavelength UHF radio waves in the ISM band from 2.4 to 2.48 gigahertz. What is this wireless technology? There's a lot of work for Bluetooth. It's called Bluetooth. What is a geographic coordinate system at which longitude is defined by 0 degrees? Percent name.
The equator.
Not the equator. You see first? Need an answer?
Prime Meridian.
Prime Meridian is correct. Provo, Utah has the world's largest Mormon university. What is it? Percent Cobb.
Brigham Young.
Brigham Young University is correct. If you are in Fort Eustis, Virginia, viewing helicopters, trains, and marine craft, what museum are you touring? Blue Ridge Parker.
Museum of the Armed Forces.
Not the Museum of the Armed Forces. You guys think that?
Museum of the Marine Corps.
No, it's the U.S. Army Transportation Museums. This recording artist died at his home, Paisley Park, in April 2016. Blue Ridge Parker.
Prince.
Prince is correct. In what novel are there 3 eccentric characters named Ben Gunn? Blue Ridge Parker.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island is there an eccentric character. For a period of over 20 years after 1795, the U.S. flag had 15 stripes. Name one of the 2 states that these extra stripes represented. Blue Ridge Parker.
Maine.
Not Maine. You guys can refer?
Florida.
No, Vermont or Kentucky. What explorer introduced Italians to spaghetti in the 14th century? Blue Ridge Parker.
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo is correct. Historic Fort Ticonderoga, used in the French and Indian War and the Revolution, is in what northeastern state? Blue Ridge Parker.
New York.
New York is correct. Hydromatic, Fordomatic, and Dynaflow were what types of automobile features? Blue Ridge Parker.
Air conditioning.
Not air conditioning, no.
Fuel. Fuel.
No, they were early names for automatic transmissions. Who is Dana Elaine Owens more commonly known as? Blue Ridge Parker.
Billie Jean King.
Not Billie Jean King, no. Any answers?
Diana Ross.
No, she is Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. Who knew? Little Rock, Arkansas's tallest building is named for what yogurt company? Blue Ridge Parker.
Yoplait.
Not Yoplait.
Dannon.
No, not either one. TCBY. Who made the movies The Magnificent Ambersons, Touch of Evil, and Citizen Kane? Blue Ridge Parker.
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles is correct. The Cross and the Switchblade told the tale of a ghetto evangelist, David Wilkerson. What former pop singer played the lead in that movie? Blue Ridge Parker.
Justin Bieber.
Not Justin Bieber, no. You guys Bieber? Need an answer?
Michael Jackson.
No, it was Pat Boone. That's a really hard one. Which two gases are the main constituents of the Earth's atmosphere? Blue Ridge Parker.
Oxygen, nitrogen.
Correct. What is the best-selling magazine in the United States? Blue Ridge Parker.
Playboy.
Not Playboy.
People.
TV Guide.
Counts as a magazine.
This is the name of a fish and a musical instrument. They're spelled the same way, but pronounced Prarie simple cow.
Bass and bass.
Bass and bass, yes. What rodents believed to have great teeth did ancient Romans often place live on the gums of toothache sufferers? It was mice. The Mexican city of Tijuana borders what U.S. city? Prarie simple cow.
El Paso.
Not El Paso.
It's like, no, it's somewhere in Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona.
Yeah.
Can you answer?
San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah. In 1954, who was the first man to break the 4-minute mile? Blue Ridge Parker.
Chuck Yeager.
Not Chuck Yeager, no. Any answer?
No answer.
Roger Bannister. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which goes very simple.
This video question is brought to you by the Parkland College Library. Name the poet. O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won.
Walt Whitman.
These lines are from the poem O Captain, My Captain, written by American poet Walt Whitman.
Okay, good job on the video question. Let's finish up our game. What TV show featured the following characters? Zach, AC, Kelly, Lisa, Blue Ridge Parker.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, yes. Jesse and Screech. What chemical element is also called wolfram and has the symbol W and an atomic number? Blue Ridge Luke.
Tungsten.
Tungsten. Atomic number 74. What nickname was given to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? Blue Ridge Parker.
Indy 500.
Not Indy 500. Indianapolis Motor Speedway in 1909. What nickname?
No answer.
It was called the Brickyard. What bakery's cupcakes were mocked in the NS Saturday Night Live skit Lazy Sunday? What bakery's cupcakes were mocked? That was a Magnolia Bakery. Spaceship Earth is the icon for what amusement park that features Prarie Central Beacon?
Epcot.
Epcot is correct. The fifth installment of the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World story is due out this summer. What will be the title of that film? Blue Ridge Parker.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
That is correct. The 2017 musical tells the story of P.T. Barnum and his rise. Blue Ridge Parker.
The Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman is correct. What was the first wild card NFL team to win a Super Bowl? Prarie Central Beacon.
The Giants.
Not the Giants. You guys can go for it?
Of course.
Need an answer?
The Chicago Bears.
No, the Oakland Raiders in 1980.
You betcha.
The use of reflected sound to locate objects is better known as what? Blue Ridge Luke.
Echolocation.
Echolocation.
Good job, Luke.
This longtime late-night talk show host returned to the TV screen in 2018 with his Netflix show entitled Blue Ridge Parkland.
David Letterman.
David Letterman. My next guest needs no introduction is what it was titled. Who directed The Village, Unbreakable, Blue Ridge Parkland?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, and The Signs and The Sixth Sense. What is a bond, deed, or other document kept in the custody of a third party, taking effect only when a specified condition has been fulfilled? Blue Ridge Tyler.
A will?
No.
There's something to do with it.
Answers?
No answer.
No, it's escrow. What do you call the second in command on a pirate ship? Blue Ridge Parker.
The first mate.
First mate is correct.
Yeah.
The Statue of Freedom can be found on the top of which notable building in the United States? Blue Ridge Parker.
The Chrysler Building?
Not the Chrysler Building.
Oh, yeah. Capitol building?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This Pakistani campaigner for education of girls won the Nobel Prize, Blue Ridge Parker.
Malala Yousafzai.
Yes. Who's a former drummer for Nirvana who went on to become the frontman for the Blue Ridge Parker?
Dave Grohl.
Yes, Dave Grohl for the Foo Fighters. What rare economic condition results when rising prices and recession occur at once? Prairie Central Dan.
Stagflation.
Stagflation is correct. In 1789, what fall holiday became the first U.S. holiday designated by presidential proclamation? Blue Ridge Parker.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is correct. What sea creature can have an eye measuring 16 inches, the largest in the animal kingdom? Blue Ridge Luke.
Blue whale.
Not blue whale.
Giant squid.
Squid is correct. Its ingredients are a specific kind of pepper, vinegar, and salt. It's made in Avery Island, Louisiana. Blue Ridge Parker.
Gumbo.
Not gumbo, no. Any answer?
Gumbo.
No answer.
It's Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce. Bronze is a mix of copper and what other metal? Blue Ridge Tyler.
Tin.
Tin is
Good job,
correct.
Tyler.
Which is the developmental phase identified by Freud in which a child attempts to perceive his environment using the mouth? That is the oral phase. What is the name of Raggedy Ann's male counterpart? Blue Ridge Parker.
Raggedy Andy.
Raggedy Andy is correct. The art and practice of garden cultivation and management is called what? Prairie Central Kyle.
Horticulture?
Horticulture is correct. This author exchanged the original manuscript of his novel, Sons and Lovers, for his New Mexico ranch. Traded a book for a ranch. Who's he? Blue Ridge Parker.
Ernest Hemingway.
Not Ernest Hemingway.
What did you say?
Does that make sense?
Hughes?
No, D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence. Who played the female lead in the 1990 romantic comedy, Pretty Woman? Blue Ridge Parker. No answer. You guys any further?
Julie Roberts.
Julie Roberts is correct. This philanthropist donated money to fund over 2,500 public libraries. Prairie Central College.
Carnegie.
Andrew Carnegie is correct. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's moving on to our finals right after this quick message. Okay, a really good first game, Prairie Central 300, Blue Ridge 500, which means Blue Ridge is going to go on to play the winner of our next game, which is between Champaign Centennial and Mahomet. So stick around for that.